Welcome to Natural Hair Vocabulary 101. My name is Professor Drusilla Shay, and in today's course, we will be learning a lot of terms that are used in the natural hair community. Now, I do want to preface this course by saying these terms and vocabulary are not only terms that are used within the natural hair community. Okay, technically, they're applicable to any type of hair, whether you have straight hair, curly hair, permed hair. However, the reason why this is called natural hair vocabulary is because these are the terms that are used very often in the natural hair community. You will hear it floating around one way or another. So I hope that that clears things up. And without further rambling, let's start this. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, this course is going to have a part 1, 2, 3, and possibly a part 4. Okay, because there's just that many terms. Now, class, let's get into it. So, class, the first term that we are going to be covering today is prepooing. Prepoo is the method of applying a treatment to the hair before shampooing. Now, prepoo is just a shortened version of pre-shampoo. Pre being before and poo being a shortened version of the word shampoo. So it means the treatment that you do before you shampoo. A lot of people have opted into pre-pooing. Why, you ask? Well, I have a whole video on pre-pooing that you should go ahead and check out. Pre-pooing is great for adding that extra bit of moisture to your hair. And you might be wondering, why do I need extra moisture when I'm going to wash my hair? Well, a lot of the times the wash day process can be a little bit stripping. Some shampoos that we use can be quite drying. And so adding that extra bit of moisture just really helps to avoid having extremely dry hair during the washing process. Also, a lot of people prefer to detangle their hair before they start their actual wash. Pre-pooing is a great method in order to get that moisture in your hair so that it would be easier to detangle. Now, a lot of people choose different methods of pre-pooing. You can pre-poo with an oil. You can pre-poo with pretty much anything that conditions, anything that you probably have to end up washing out though. Some people buy store-bought products. Now, I really enjoy the African Pride pre-poo products, but you can choose whichever product works for you. Now, is pre-pooing 100% necessary? Well, let's just say that I prefer to do it. However, there are many people who do not pre-poo and still have very healthy hair. The next term that we are going to be covering, co-washing. Co-washing is the act of washing your hair with conditioner and only conditioner. It's also known as conditioner only washing and no poo, as in shampoo, as we've learned. Let's clarify. Co-washing has the word wash in it, but it's not to be mistaken with cleansing or shampooing, because the act of co-washing means you are only really applying conditioner into your hair. It cannot be a substitute for actually cleansing your hair. Why is co-washing even necessary? Why would I just need to add conditioner to my hair on wash day? Well, there are days where you probably don't really need a cleansing because your hair isn't really dirty, but it's probably just extremely dry and it needs a pick-me-up. In that case, co-washing is a great idea. Sometimes you need that extra hydration and that extra moisture, and that, my friends, is where co-washing comes in. The next term that we have on the list, clarifying shampoo. Now, this kind of shampoo is designed to remove buildup on your scalp and hair. And you might be wondering, isn't that what all shampoos do? No. Not all shampoos are created equal. You have some moisturizing shampoos, you got other kinds of shampoos that don't really go deep and cleanse and detox. And that's why we have things that are specifically called clarifying shampoos. Now, I personally find it necessary to use clarifying shampoos if your hair has been in a protective style for a long time. If you have a lot of buildup, a lot of flakes, it's really important to get that deep clean. When it comes to clarifying shampoo, something that you should be aware of, it can feel quite stripping. Not only does the clarifying shampoo go and whisk away all the dirt, it also whisks away all the oil, all the moisture. That's why it's super important to deep condition afterward to restore that moisture into your hair. Now you can think about a shampoo versus a clarifying shampoo in this context. You know, when you clean your house, right? You do regular maintenance, you sweep the floors, you fluff up the pillows, you put things in the right place. There's that kind of cleaning. And then you have deep cleaning, okay, where you pull out the Lysol wipes, you start wiping down countertops, you're dusting fans, okay. The latter is what clarifying shampoos do. Next up, we have hair masks versus deep conditioners. Now, both of these products target specific hair concerns. They're both supposed to stay on the hair for a longer period of time than a regular conditioner. Now, deep conditioners are intended to condition deeply. And the point is for the product to have more time to penetrate into your strands and add that extra bit of moisture. Hair masks can also accomplish the same thing. However, it depends on the hair mask. Not every hair mask deep conditions. And that's why it's really important to read the labels of whichever treatment that you're going to use. Some, for example, will target things like weak hair. And so you have maybe some protein mask with some egg and avocado or something around there. So it's really important to pay attention to which products that you use. Next up, leave-in conditioner. Now, leave-in conditioners, which are also called no rinse conditioners, are used after you wash your hair and before you style it. Now, leave-in conditioners add additional moisture and also helps to manage the hair, especially after a wash or when hair needs a pick-me-up. There is some controversy with whether leave-in conditioners are needed or not. Some people feel like creams and custards should accomplish the job. However, for me in my household, we use leave-in conditioners when necessary, as in maybe between styles when the hair is getting a little bit dry and it needs a pick-me-up. However, I like to use more heavy creams and custards after a wash. It really depends on what you prefer, but just know that leave-in conditioners are meant to add extra moisture and you leave it in there. And last but not least for today's course, we have slip. Slip refers to how lubricated a product makes your hair feel after you have applied it. And the more slip a product has, the easier it is to manage and detangle. I cannot express to you the importance of your slip game being on 100. And the reason why that is because it makes it so much easier to get through your strands, detangle, and manage and style your hair. If something doesn't have good slip, you're going to find it very difficult, especially if you have dry hair, natural hair. You're going to find it really hard to detangle your hair, and it's going to be quite uncomfortable and probably a little bit painful. So having a product with slip really just lubricates the hair and makes it so much easier to get through it without having to be in a fight and a battle with your own hair. So students, that is it for course number 1. I hope that you enjoyed this course and I hope that it was very beneficial for you. Go ahead and share your feedback down below. Let me know what you've learned for the first time or some terms that you would like me to cover. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. With that being said, God bless you and I will see you in my next video next Sunday.